go. Whoop. Did I do that? Alright. EldenRing. Game EldenRing. So, I think before this point, I did ask some people, or maybe Googled real quick, to find Smithing Stone 2. Because I was so stuck on Smithing Stone 2. And then yesterday, I started getting pretty stuck because I didn't know where to find the second half of the crescent for the great elevator. And I didn't know where to find any more Smithing Stone 4. And so those were both things that were both limiting me from exploring and limiting me from progressing and upgrading my weapons. So now we're 46 and a half hours in. And I've decided to start using Google a little bit more often because honestly I feel like I'd be making so much faster progress if I wasn't struggling with the open world nature of this design. But I kind of am struggling with the open world nature of EldenRing's design because it's been very hard for me to figure out where I am supposed to be making like progress along the quote-unquote intended path. And I've played enough Dark Souls games to know like what the structure of an intended Dark Souls playthrough is supposed to be. And there is a path in this game which kind of like mirrors an intended Dark Souls playthrough. I remember that Fort Feroth is, I think, the location, because I did look this up last night. I believe Fort Feroth is the location where I will find the half crescent. But the question is, where? Because I've already been a bunch of Fort Feroth. Now I guess the other thing that I looked up, and maybe I should do first, is like I guess there is actually reason for me to be in Caelid, which yesterday I was just convinced that like that wasn't really part of the design. Like all the bosses here are too hard for me, so I shouldn't be here. I guess in terms of like old school Souls games, maybe that would kind of be true. I mean, like, generally speaking, the item upgrades that you are finding in an area are kind of like indicative of how far into the game that area is supposed to be. So like the tier of weapon upgrade materials that you find, the tier of like great runes for this game, or whatever like the souls that you pick up on the ground are called in Dark Souls. In Bloodborne they're called Cold Blood Echoes. Sacramental Bud, Rune Arc, Smithing Stone 4 times 3. So that's what I was looking for. I went on a wiki last night, I looked for Smithing Stone 4, and sure enough, if I had just gone around the edge of this swamp yesterday instead of going straight directly into the boss fight in the middle of the swamp, I might have found that Smithing Stone. So I was just kind of like, I don't know, not quite raging out, but I even had the thought yesterday of like exploring around the swamp, and then I was like, maybe I should just go straight to that thing in the middle. And then it turned out to be a boss fight that I felt super underleveled, not underleveled, but underpowered for specifically my sword upgrades. So we're gonna go to Round Table Hold now, and we're gonna get to upgrade our Uchigatana. It'd be nice if I could find some more Grave Glovewort 5 to upgrade my wolves, but you know, shrug. That's funny. I'm 63 runes short. But I'm actually going to need more than that because I'll be able to upgrade this twice. Hopefully that's enough. So here is Uchigatana plus 12 upgrade. Now I'm done with that tier. Smithing Stone 4. Now I'm on Smithing Stone 5, which I've already found 2. Smithing Stone 5, which means I have a plus 13 Keen Uchigatana. I do wonder if, since I never use the Art of War, trying to interpret these numbers. So 294, or what am I seeing? 292? No, 282. So it does go down now. Okay, my scaling is finally to the point where getting rid of the ashes and removing the scaling actually does take me down. So finally I have enough points in like dexterity basically, or maybe dexterity plus strength combined. Okay, I don't feel bad about using Ashes of War at this point. In the early game it was like lowering my overall damage because it increased the scaling but lowered the base damage. And then my base damage was most of the damage on the weapon. I didn't have enough stat points for scaling to really be helpful at that point. I have a bunch of like extra duplicate gear. Do I not get to sell here? Maybe I can only sell to merchants that are like out in the world somewhere, as opposed to this particular kind of weird merchant. Okay, so I got the Smithing Stones 4. I've upgraded my weapon. Let's go back to Fort Froth. I think the reason that I was so frustrated yesterday is because I've never actually had to like use Google to finish a playthrough. Maybe my first time playing Bloodborne, I did, but for almost every Dark Souls game, I have not. And I don't 100% remember if I actually used Google for my first Bloodborne playthrough. I've certainly watched like speedrunners play Bloodborne, but like before I had a chance to play it myself. But I don't know if I would say that I actually understood how the game was played just from watching speedrunners. Oh god. Oh god. Horizon updated. Oh. I mean, I guess I'll be poison. These guys have a lot of health. Oh shit! I don't know. I guess it hit me twice and I was low on health. I didn't see my health dropping down so fast. That happened yesterday at one point too. I know I wasn't at full health that time, but all of a sudden I looked at my health and I was at like 25%. And then I just like rapidly took 2 hits or something. And then died. Maybe I should try putting on some different armor. Like some heavier armor. I could also try the bow. Hmm. I usually don't worry too much about armor because, like, the amount of difference that armor makes is kind of small. It's not that it doesn't make any difference at all, but it's just like, unless you're completely naked, like the difference between being naked and having armor on is actually pretty significant in terms of how much damage you prevent. But I would say the difference between having different types of armor is a lot smaller of a difference than simply having no armor to having any armor. Oh shit. What the fuck? Okay, that was an instant one-hit kill from full health grab attack. And I was mashing the buttons, which is what you're supposed to be doing to reduce damage during a grab attack. Okay, I'm back to thinking that Kaled, like, I'm technically supposed to come here, but holy shit, how am I actually supposed to be fighting against things that can do a grab attack on me and then I just die in one hit? Like, there is no way that I'm supposed to be fighting against enemies that can do a grab attack on me, and then that grab attack just like one shots me. What the fuck? Okay, I'm kind of pissed off at myself that I didn't see that chest there yesterday. With a note in front of it. I must have been super distracted or something, because I just immediately went down there. Maybe it's because... No, I wasn't getting chased. I came up the ladder. Like, those bat things aren't going to come up the ladder after me. Kind of confused about why there's these platforms for dropping down, but it's not like, I don't know, it's not ultra important. It just seems a little bit suspicious. But like, even if it was an invisible wall, it would just like come out on the other side of the tower, so I don't really think it is an invisible wall. Okay, we have both medallions. We have a plus... I forget. Plus 13 Uchigatana. Well, that is a great lift. That's a great, great lift. Are y'all cool? Y'all seem cool. I mean, that's cool. I love seeing art. We must be in a cool part of the world if they've got art. I mean, Other parts of the world have had paintings too, so I'm not trying to like say the rest of the world is awful just because there's no statues, but oh, is it a mass-produced statue? I mean, it's better than nothing. Better than nothing. So, we're gonna have to look around using our eyeballs and our brain, because we don't know anything about the map. I'm a little bit curious about what does the like pillar of light represent? Feels like I just rode directly underneath one of these pillars of light. Still don't know what they represent. Got some enemies over there. Riding around and such. I see a grace. And I see a tree. Let's go get the tree first. These glowing trees often have... what are they? Golden seeds. That's right. And the golden seed can help us upgrade our flask. But I think we need 3 golden seeds currently for each upgrade. And I don't think I have 3. I need 4 golden seeds to add a charge to the flask now. Getting expensive. I mean, I already have 10 charges in my flask. It's a pretty decent amount of healing, I must say. Alright, we got the tree. Let's continue away from the giant castle with all the enemies patrolling in front of it. Let's go this direction down the road. Roads, I would say, often represent sort of an intended path, but also be aware that roads are going to have like groups of humanoid enemies and such patrolling on them, and so it's intended to guide you, but you don't literally have to be on the road. Like, you can be stealthing over here, you know. Just kind of keep an eye on the road so you know where the road is taking you, but you don't literally have to be on the road and aggro all the enemies or fight all the enemies that you find. So we just got a map fragment. Alt is Plateau. Finger reader crone. It's interesting how the map also shows the crone locations. And then, of course, this highway junction is saying, go this way. We'll probably find another grace here or there that are not on, like, the path of the grace. I don't know what to call that. The beam of light that each of these grace points has to direct you towards the boss fight. There are other grace points that might not have those beams of light. This is interesting. Might be able to climb down over here. Or maybe even here. And if we don't climb down, looks like there's a structure here to explore, and then a small little bridge, land bridge. And who knows how we access up here. I guess we can go this way. An Erd tree, minor Erd tree. Nice. A cave marked on the map. Nice. Another structure, or maybe just a monument. etc. Alright, well, let's find... Let's find at least one more point of grace. It's crazy to me that the right half of the medallion is hid all the way over at like the far corner of Caelid. I mean, like maybe that's part of the clues that you receive, is that they were like, they were split and placed on like opposite corners of the world or whatever. And I guess that would make sense, like opposite corners of the world. Yeah, that makes sense. They were basically opposite corners of the world, Liurnia and Caelid. And not just that, but like the edge of Caelid, like the far friggin' edge. You have to like explore the whole map, more or less. Maybe not the whole map, but definitely a bunch. Oh, cool. This is what I was looking for. Grace. Why are there just random enemies scattered everywhere in like small groups? It's an interesting enemy distribution? I don't know what to call it. Oh no, there's been an accident. Are you okay? Ah! No, you're not okay. What the fuck? Not okay, dude. Is that the fucking curse shit? Yikes. Do you want to, like, maybe come towards me? Get the fuck out of all that shit? Thank you. Appreciate it. All I hear is, like, people coughing and shit. I've come to the COVID section of the game. I mean, I'm kind of close to the Erd tree. The minor Erd tree. Altus globe. Golden sunflower. Now, that doesn't look like a typical Erd tree avatar. Is that one of the things that I just fought? Why is it always monstrosity? Good question. Worm face. Worm face. I just fought a small worm face, as a matter of fact. Are you a family? A worm fam? Oh, he got me. Gonna get me again, too. Oh, nope. Missed that time. Oh, I don't want any throw on me. Please don't throw up. Hi, little one. You're so cute. But I'm very much concentrating on a thing. And I can't concentrate on you, even though you're super cute. You're super cute. Death blighted. Worth it. Steak America. Hi, sweet little cat. Here, let's show everyone on the stream how cute you're being. They all want to see. And people on the VOD. Everyone wants to see how cute you're being. Because you're a cute cat. Yeah, you're so cute. Alright, let's try and retrieve the corpse. Or the runes. Runes from the corpse. I don't know how it works. What happens to a body after it's resurrected? Hi, she's aggressively nuzzling into the bottom of my bicep and forearm and stuff. Oh, you want the armpit. You love the armpit. She being so loud. Yeah, I died. I died after killing the boss. The boss died, and then I died after that. You're so loud. This is the first Erd tree I've been to in quite a while that actually has some decent flowers and resources scattered around it. At least from what I can remember. Oh, I got maybe a mana recharge and a health recharge chilling down there. I don't think I really need either one. I just died and resurrected. Alright, I'll put the microphone back up here for me. It works best when she's like facing towards it, which sometimes she turns around and faces towards it, but obviously most of her body is pointing the other way currently. You're so happy. So happy. It's nice seeing an animal that's happy, right? I always like seeing happy animals on the internet. I'm gonna run into so many enemies doing this. Golden Slam! Oh my god, I got the butt magic. I got the butt magic! Golden Slam, I think, is the thing that, like, most of those other Erd Tree avatars, they were doing it to me. Like going up in the air and then doing a big old butt slam. I do not know why some enemies have glowing eyes. Like this snail over here has some glowing eyes. Why? What's the deal with your eyes? What does it mean? Maybe those are the ones that when you kill them, your Estus flasks recharge. Unfortunately, I'm already at full Estus flasks, so it wasn't a good way to test. So foggy. I haven't seen anywhere this foggy yet in the game. Okay. Just exploring. Just exploring. Oh, I didn't pick it up. I still didn't pick it up. So this gives us a little ghost memory to follow, and there's going to be like little glowing footprints on the ground. Now the ghost is probably going to go like straight past all the enemies. And if we were to be like walking right on the ghost's footprints, I'm sure that all those enemies would notice us right away. Root resin. Is there more root resin? I gotta look for more root resin later. But for right now, I have to follow those footprints. I want to stay crouched so that they hopefully don't notice me. Golden Roa. I needed some Golden Roa. I forget what for. I'll have to remember that there's Golden Roa close by to the Erd trees. Where'd those stupid footprints go? Oh no. Did I lose them? Where are the footprints? So many things are updating today. That's the third game update. It's not like I haven't had the PlayStation on or in rest mode. I just played yesterday, of course. I wonder what the Tetris effect update was. I wonder what the last First Class Trouble update was that I saw at some point. Also, I did lose those ghost footprints. They gone. No idea where those ghost footprints were trying to lead me. But they're gone now. Ah, I got wormed. I haven't found any grace points in a little while. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Oh wait. Holy shit. It's the ghost. Yay! I didn't mess up at all. I knew what I was doing the whole time. Also, the ghost is totally leading us to this cave, right? You're gonna go inside the cave? You're not gonna, like, do a turn at the last second and, like, go this way to something else? Okay. Cool. Precious item ahead. Well. And if nothing else, we'll be able to find a grace. Like, because I haven't found a grace in a while. I mean, this grace is actually quite close to this grace. It's just like, I don't have to go jumping down all those rubbly ruins. Ruins? This game really wants me to enunciate the words ruins? and runes. Because it uses both words constantly. And I have a tendency to just pronounce them very similarly to each other. But snails? I keep trying to call them slugs. But they are in fact snails with shells. Cracked crystal. Cracked crystal. I don't know if I have a use for cracked crystal. I'm sure eventually I will. Maybe in a future life as a caster, but who knows? Maybe in this life. Smithing Stone 5! Nice. I'm going to be able to get some good upgrades here. If there's just Smithing Stone 5 sitting like on the ground, like over there perhaps, I'll be able to find multiple Smithing Stone 5s. That would be really, really cool. Oh shit. Need to heal. Nope. That was super close. I was like one stat point away from dying for sure. If I didn't have exactly how many points I had in vigor. 35 points to survive, baby. Shit. I want to just fight this one enemy without interrupting the enemies that are still like mining, because the enemies that are still mining are not gonna pose a threat, right? So I just want to take out this caster and this melee guy that's chasing. Okay, now, with much more safety, we will go after the rest. Smithing Stone 5. Oh my god, how many do I have now? Probably 3? Yeah, so I'm just one more stone away from my next upgrade. And then it'll be a while, because I'll have to find 6 Smithing Stone 5. Like, the last part of the tier always takes a while, right? Somber Smithing Stone 5, nice. I do wonder if... I do wonder if these enemies have the potential to drop Smithing Stone 5. That would be great. If they were, like, farmable, so to speak. People lying about hidden doors. What else is new? Digger's Staff. Try ranged battle. Try bow. Sniping spot. Holy shit. Okay, I have fought one of these before. Oh. I need to start upgrading my bow a little bit when I get the crafting materials for it. Oh, that's right, it moves around a ton. I mean, 12? I thought I bought like 400. I swear I bought like 400 arrows. Or maybe I totally didn't have the money for that. And so I just bought... Oh my god, what is... What? Hey. If you're gonna go, you gotta go. You can't just like... half sit on me. Come on, what is... Is it really only just one shot per cycle? I mean, maybe if I was a pro or whatever and I knew exactly how this goes, but I guess just one per, because I'm not super full on arrows. I don't want to be wasting arrows, unfortunately. I need to like take my time with this, because if I don't do this if I don't do this well enough, then I'll basically just have to leave, come back, you know, leave, buy arrows, try it again. There's another way to do this, but honestly, the melee option against this enemy is just really annoying. Plus, I am a ranged character. I am a dex build. It's not like I'm like using a bow simply to like cheese this one enemy. Like, I do actually have a leveled up bow. And it is kind of nice in situations like this. Slow and steady. Cool, 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 cool. I mean, obviously they put that spot there, right? Like, they put that spot there specifically for people to, like, seek shelter and safety. And it's definitely within the range of bows. Not an accident. Like, people are like, oh, you cheesed something. It's like, you know, if you want to, like, prove how you want to fight the boss without quote-unquote cheese, feel free. Like, there's always the room in these games to make encounters harder. There's always room to challenge yourself more. So feel free if you want extra challenge. And show everyone else, like, how good you are by like whatever difficulty of challenge you are able to survive. What am I looking for down here? I don't see any messages. All I see is a death. They went that way. I do wonder if I'm supposed to go this way. It's possible. I have 30,000 runes. God damn. That is like a level and a half for me. And I do have... Hey, I didn't know I had a third talisman slot now. I do have a bunch of these sacrificial twigs, which I believe just let me keep my runes when I die. So, like, let's see if I can maybe hop back up here. But I am nervous. I'm very nervous. Arsenal Charm +1. That's the first talisman that I've seen. Raise the attack. Oh, arrow sting. I should have used that when I was doing ranged stuff. Arsenal. Greatly raises maximum. Ooh. I think I'm going to like that. I'm the kind of person that really likes high max equip load, so that I can always have, like, the maximum roll speed, but, like, also kind of still use some armor and equipment and stuff. So what is my maximum equip load? 65.7, and I'm at 36.6. Medium load. I want to just slightly... Was it because I was holding the bow? Close but not quite. Wait a second. 30. I'm under 50%. How low do I have to go to get light load? I have to go down to, like, less than a third for light load. Is that what I'm seeing? Medium. Wow. Okay. It's under. Maybe it's like 25% max load instead of 30% max load to get light. Sorry, I haven't investigated this. Again, I could just Google this, but it's something I can figure out for myself. So, but to me, that seems like basically 25% of my max load, I think, in order to hit light load. Which, I mean, it is kind of nice. Maybe I'll try it for a while. But I'm also okay with medium load. Medium load is not bad. Light load's pretty good though. As a Bloodborne player, I'm really biased towards very fast movement and very responsive long-range dodge rolls. And in Dark Souls, you have to basically like be light, or I guess maybe medium, equipment load, which is relative to your maximum equipment load and how much stuff you're holding total, or maybe not holding, but like how much stuff you have equipped affects your equipment load. Is this a boss fight? Oh god, fuck no. Okay, I still have my twig. Thank god. I can't beat these crystalline spear enemies. I just don't know how. They don't take any damage from my attacks. But luckily I'm using a sacrificial twig, and so I won't lose any I won't lose any whatchamacallit. Runes. Trying to enunciate. Crystallians. What is the deal with Crystallians? Because I have not been able to figure out how to fight these guys. Strong versus physical slash physical thrust. Weaker to physical stir, physical star. What? Immune to hemorrhage. Strong versus poison, scarlet rot, frostbite. All elemental damage. What is what? I do not know what those abbreviations mean. Strike attacks. Rock sling. So apparently I just have to fight them until their poise breaks, and then after their poise breaks, they should take significantly more damage. But the biggest problem is that my type of damage is super, super ineffective against them. This is a slashing piercing. So they're very, very good against slashing. They absorb like at least 40% of all slash damage. Slash. So yeah, slash and thrust is definitely not the way to do that, but as a dex user, that's kind of like my build. But I guess standard physical damage and strike physical damage is the way to approach this. I do think if I'm bringing another weapon, it would make sense to go and like upgrade the weapon. That's definitely for sure. For sure, for sure. Let's leave for now. I can always come back and remember where crystalline bosses are when I have a weapon that's appropriate for crystalline bosses. I did use a sacrificial twig, so I still have my echoes, and I should actually use those. I said echoes. Ha! Of course, I mean runes. Okay, so I recently upgraded Faith to level 10, which I do think was a good call. Getting Faith to level 10 increased all my defenses, but then it looks like going above level 10 doesn't do anything. So maybe it's like every 2 points increases my defense? I don't know. Probably want more dexterity for more damage. I am a hybrid class though, and so I don't necessarily want to neglect strength, especially because I'm probably already above the first soft cap for dex. The second major soft cap is going to be like 50. So I think I'll probably go to 50, but I think I'm going to kind of keep doing strength every other level. I'm not like counting and doing math. Sorry. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Alright, so take the strength up 1. I'll either stop strength around 20 or 25 most likely for this build. And then I'll probably focus on like vigor, endurance, take dex all the way to 50. Maybe focus on some of the like caster substats. Eventually this character will probably just become like high level plus like jack of all trades, and I'll be able to kind of like test out different weapons that I've found on this character, and then that'll help me plan out different builds that I want to make in the future for like new characters that I roll. Woodfolk Ruins. Have I been to Woodfolk Ruins? I feel like I have. I feel like I ran through Woodfolk Ruins, got chased by some worm face, and reunited with the little ghost footprints that I had lost. And that is when I discovered the cave. So to some extent, I have encountered these ruins previously. Ruins. Enunciate. Oh, hello, little slug. Hello, little slug. Again, I was at max flasks, so I don't know if the glowing eyeball, glowing eye stalk slug is indicative of flask recharge, but it might be. So far, reducing all my armor, taking off 2 pieces of armor, and reducing the rest of my armor down to like the worst armor that I have hasn't actually like been bad, or you know, like I haven't actually like started taking tons of damage or anything, even though I'm in the light armor class. This is kind of what I've tried to explain to people. Oh, I think I followed this tree ghost. I don't know why it lets me activate it twice, but this tree ghost is going in the same direction, the same path as the same tree and the same ghost from before. So, even though I don't know why it's letting me do it twice, I'm just going to ignore it. Worm face. Worm face. It's nice to see that the boss has the name, and then you're like, oh, well, I guess the rest of them are also worm face, just not quite so big. But it's cool getting like the in-game name for an item, sorry, for an enemy. Usually if you want to know like the official in-game name for enemies, you have to consult with a strategy guide, or you know, find a website that's basically taken the information from the strategy guide and put it on the website. But yeah, the games do have like official enemy names. And the strategy guide definitely uses the official enemy names. Not that I've ever purchased a strategy guide for these games, but you know, I think the existence of strategy guides, official strategy guides for Dark Souls, I think the existence of those does prove, A, that the game developers do expect people might need some help, and B, like, honestly, I think it almost kind of tips their hand as to the business model. You know, like, yeah, we are going to put some stuff in our games that you only find from either having the strategy guide or, you know, knowing someone that has the strategy guide and they tell you some stuff from it, or maybe websites start like taking tips from the strategy guide and pretending that they didn't just take those tips from somewhere else. But either way, there are official strategy guides for all the Dark Souls games, and Bloodborne, and Sekiro, and probably EldenRing. And that means that the developers have actively worked with a company to reveal every single secret in the game. And if they're willing to do that and then give that information away for money, then why should you feel any shame at all in simply typing a question into Google? You shouldn't. You absolutely should not feel any shame at all. If the developer is making money off of people not being able to figure out how to play their game, if they are literally profiting off of how obtuse their game systems are, then definitely don't feel guilty at all. Alright, I'm taking a little bit more damage maybe. But I don't know, I feel like it's still like a manageable amount of damage. You know, it's like, am I going from 4 hits to die down to 3 hits before I die? Like, is that the difference? Are you a golden beetle? Please, golden beetle. Oh god. Golden beetle. That should not have killed me. That was not a far fall. Why did I die? I've fallen way farther than that and taken absolutely no damage. And then, for some reason, this time I do a normal height fall and I die from it? Like, I was 100% planning on jumping off that cliff and doing a fall attack. I thought the beetle was going to go, like, all the way off the cliff. I didn't realize the beetle was going to get, like, stuck on the little ledge there. But still, like, I was looking over that cliff and saying, yeah, I can do a fall attack here. This ain't going to kill me. Does armor somehow increase resistance to fall damage? That doesn't make any sense. I don't think I've ever seen gear in Souls games play any sort of role in how much damage you take from falling. So that would just be straight cuckoo, honestly. Okay. I was getting a little bit lost on my map, but it's only because I went so far away from the point of grace down in that mine. I'm having to travel quite a ways to get back to where I was, which means a lot of checking my map. Let's read some messages, shall we? Seek seed, precious item ahead. Yeah, a seed would be a precious item. Indeed. This person is pointing that way? Wait a second. Oh, I did miss this. Thank you, messages. Thank you, messages. And the main one, the one that really helped. Let's go praise that message too. Hello. I do really like that Bloodborne doesn't penalize you at all for like the type of armor you want to wear. Like if you want to wear a full suit of mail armor, like plate mail or whatever, Bloodborne is not gonna like make you slow and terrible and awful in combat. Bloodborne is just like, yeah, you want to look like that? Cool. Now you look like that. It doesn't have any bearing on combat speed. It does have a role, like it does play a role, or it does have an effect for like damage reductions and resistances and stuff like that. But it absolutely does not have any effect whatsoever for like movement speed and roll and stuff like that. I still really don't think I should die from a fall like this. But maybe it's borderline. Wow. Like I really don't think that's a lethal fall, but I guess I'm wrong. And I'm really far away from my corpse again. I did pick up another seed. I don't think I have 4 seeds, but not enough. Maybe having a horse affects fall damage? I don't really see why it would, but maybe it does. I really need to find another point of grace. Depending on this one point of grace down at the bottom of the cave. Ooh, root resin. Nice. Not ideal. Definitely not ideal. I've been taking the same route every time to go back to my corpse, and I've decided it's time to explore a different way instead. I might have seen these before, but I believe that's just like a HP flask and a mana flask. Whatever they call them. Crimson Tears, and I have no idea what the mana flasks are called. Am I getting jumped? There are slugs on the ceiling trying to jump me? Interesting. Oh shit. Oh, the soldiers are fighting the worm face. Fulgur Bloom. Try attacking. What? Why is it always mimicry and short try attacking, try attacking? What am I supposed to attack? Have I not attacked every single tree here? I mean, do I need to attack this one tree multiple times or something? I don't understand. I really don't understand. Slumbering egg. No comprende. I should head back to my runes. I've been getting a little bit distracted in this whole, like, go a different way to get back quest. But I need to be heading north as opposed to south. Come on, dismount. Some new armor, some bolts. Oh, good morning, All-Star. I have Googled the location of the right crescent and assembled the full talisman? I can't remember what it's called. I assembled the thing for the lift, but I forget what it's called when you have the full thing. Seal? Was it a seal? I put the two halves together. That's the important part. I was right by the seal yesterday, like literally right by it, and it was in a chest, and I just ran past it. I should have found it on my own, and yeah, I didn't. But after I missed something that was completely obvious, you know, at that point, Googling it was definitely the right choice, because it could have been anywhere in the world. It could have been literally anywhere in the world. So, Adamski. Well, have you reached Altus Plateau? I am now in Altus Plateau. See, there's this great Grand Lift of Dectus thing, which I thought that you had reached. I thought that I'd seen that you had reached Grand Lift of Dectus, but when you get to Grand Lift of Dectus, it says out of operation. And then there's a quest somewhere, I forget who gives it to you, but there's a quest where they're like, oh yeah, the Grand Lift. If you want to go up the Grand Lift, you have to get the two halves, the left half and the right half. And I had the left half in my inventory for a super long time. And I was struggling to find the right half. And like, I explored everywhere in the world. There's 3 different ways to reach the plateau. One of the ways to reach the plateau does involve getting to Caelid first. But in my opinion, everything that I've found in the plateau has been easier than everything that I found in Caelid. Shit. What's going on? Oh my god, you're all alive? Oh boy. What is happening? Not a talisman in the, like, the game sense of the word talisman. Oh no. I've interrupted the party and they're angry. Not like one of the talismans that you can equip. Not that type of talisman. If I go to key items... Do I still have these items, or what happened? Oh, here they are. Dectus Medallion. So I should have said medallion, not talisman. Dectus Medallion. And they are found in the key item section of your inventory if you want to see which ones you already have. But like I said, there's 3 different ways to get here, according to the information that I found. So you might have used one of the alternate methods to arrive here. I'm enjoying it more today after having Googled information that was preventing my progress. Yesterday, I was frustrated. Yesterday, I was very frustrated. Also, I forgot that, like 30 minutes ago, a cat was in my lap. And I have not adjusted my camera since then. Oops. Hello, it's me. So, back to it. Village Windmill Pasture. Hello, doggy. You're a good doggy. Oof. I was trying to see if this is a real thing because there's a message left there. I don't think it is a real thing, however. Oh god. I'm definitely still enjoying it, but I've started to question the wisdom of the open world design. Like, I think that changing the design of Dark Souls to open world is going to make a lot of people happy, but at the same time, there are areas where the open world design, I feel, makes these games, how to put it? I don't want to say like less good, because that just sounds like overly judgmental. But I feel like the open world design at times is very much in conflict with the like very original Dark Souls game design. Like the weapon upgrade system has been something that I've really struggled with. I'm always just trying to find weapon upgrade materials. Like everywhere I'm exploring, I'm looking for weapon upgrade materials. And I'm not used to Dark Souls games where I get completely stuck on weapon upgrade materials and I just have no idea like where I should be looking to find those. Ouch. So that's one example where I feel like the open world design has been kind of an issue. And then also like I had to search for the Dectus medallion. After I actually found the Dectus medallion, I was like, oh. I was like super close to finding it on my own, but I didn't. But I should have. Like I was that close. I basically just messed up. And it was totally within my power to find it. And I just didn't. But at the same time, once I was like, okay, I don't know where the medallion is. Yikes. At that point, I have an entire world to search. A huge, gigantic world to search. If I'm going to do it on my own. Like, just go back everywhere I've been before and check twice. That's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. So, there's very much a, like in Skyrim. In Skyrim, you will always have like markers on your maps and super clear quest objectives, and people loved Skyrim. But Morrowind doesn't have any of that. Morrowind is Elder Scrolls 3, and a lot of people, myself included, simply struggled to like figure out how to finish a quest in Morrowind because there's no quest trackers, there's no markers and map markers, quest objectives, like none of that modern game design polish that we kind of expect from open world games since Skyrim is in Morrowind. And so Morrowind is a crazy hard game to play without Google. Like, yeah, you can do it, but like you have to read every quest clue super carefully. You have to do all the map navigation 100% on your own. And I like got stuck. I was trying to do like some of the DLC for Morrowind, but I couldn't even finish the main story because eventually I just like got so confused from quests and couldn't even figure out where to go anymore. And like obviously we have Google, and obviously even before Google there was like hint phone lines that you could call, and strategy guides, and game facts, and there were other resources back in the day, no doubt. But I feel like this is going back to the Morrowind school of design for open world, where it's basically like, hey, we expect you to figure stuff out on your own. Like, we're never going to put a map marker on the map for you, not even once. Like, we're never going to have a quest tracker that's helping you figure out where you're supposed to be for a quest. Never. And I'm not saying that's bad design for open world, but it's definitely a very stark contrast with what most developers have chosen in terms of making their open world game design like something that you can figure out by yourself. I think the problem is that once you are slightly confused in an open world game, once you are kind of like off the path or whatever, there's just so many different places that you could go and play and things that you could try to like figure stuff out. It's a little bit daunting. And so personally, I think that open world games probably do benefit from being a little bit hand-holdy. And maybe it's the kind of thing where like the hand-holding is a system that can be turned on and off. And maybe, you know, you default to having that system turned off. But it's kind of weird to think about a game where it's emulating a massive explorable space where you can go anywhere. And then the game is just like, okay, there's some clues hidden somewhere and a solution somewhere based upon the clues that we hid somewhere. It seems like a little bit too much to ask for the average player. And obviously Google is a thing. Obviously people work together collaboratively in a community and they like figure these games out completely over time. And you could say that the game designers are like expecting that facet of community collaboration more than they are expecting players that don't want to Google stuff. But if you talk to the community's all like, whoa, Google. So I feel like the game developers basically make their intentions clear. They put co-op in the game, they put messages on the ground, they release official strategy guides. I think it basically says that the developers don't care if you have a friend help you or you get information from strangers. Like, they don't care. Or if you pay money for a strategy guide, they don't care. Actually, they prefer that you do. Right? But the community for some reason is often hung up on like Googling bad, etc. I try and be more nuanced, and I try to say for a first playthrough, don't start with a walkthrough. Like, don't follow a walkthrough for the entire game A to B or A to Z for your first playthrough. That's my advice. My advice is not don't ever use a walkthrough on your first playthrough, but if you do need a walkthrough, you know, that's fine. See how far you can get before that point, maybe. For me, almost 50 hours into EldenRing, and then I was like, okay, 50 hours is a long time to play a game. What the hell is happening? What is that? Was that a trap? What was that, the skeleton that did that giant dark vomit? Like, what was that? Golden Room 2. I don't think it was a trap, because it didn't happen again. interesting little hole inside one of these gravestone markers. Oh, all these gravestone markers seem to have these holes in them. That's fascinating. Fascinating. All right, where am I? Ooh. I've wandered past the boundaries of the map sections for maps that I have like revealed. Collected map sections. Okay, that's death for sure. What about this direction? Less deathly, I hope. Please don't let this be death. I've been misjudging my deadly falls today for some reason. Falls which I'm like, oh yeah, I can totally survive that. Turns out, nope. No, you can't. So I'm trying to err on the cautious side. Since obviously I don't know what kills me. I think that's the second giant that I've seen. Just kind of like peering down into the canyon. I wonder if those giants are supposed to be like throwing projectiles. Like maybe later I'll be down in that lower area and then there's going to be like giants up on top of me throwing stuff. Bat, okay. Why do I feel like I might be running into a boss fight? Why do I get that feel? I do enjoy, I mean, the open world does feel nice to explore, at least the first time. Like, it's a beautiful world and it's very large and I don't know, it's cool. I have to run to the bathroom, so we're going to take a quick 60-second break and I will put on a little commercial. Thanks for staying with us. Okay. These stairs look very interesting. I got 2 seeds. I might have 4 total. I either have 3 or 4 at this point. So we'll be looking for another grace.
Please, the fingers I served once prophesied a tarnished would one day become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order. Surely you see it too. The gold that enshrouds the heavens. The great tree which begets the pillars of light. Oh, tarnished, hasten to the foot of the tree.
Wow, that chair.
And whatever
So creaky.
might face, the fingers will surely guide you.
I wonder if I sprayed WD-40 on every little chair joint, if my chair would stop squeaking. Looks like I'm chasing the shadows right now. It's kind of crazy. I'm not even going to bother to stop running to see what's chasing me, though. I have places to be. Places to be, bitches. I keep getting significant amounts of runes without even realizing where I'm getting them from. Maybe I did get some from beating that boss, and then fighting some other random enemies. That's how I ended up with 30,000 when I got to that cave. Flasks. Add charge to flask. Yes, please. Do I have any sacred tears? No, I don't have sacred tears. Nice. Okay, let's go back and see what's chasing us, shall we? Probably just a dragon or something. Where are you, dragon? Oh, look, now the shadows are going the other way. Isn't that interesting? It's gargoyle fight from Dark Souls 1 and 2? And maybe also 3. I can't remember if there were belfry gargoyles in Dark Souls 3. I think there might have been one somewhere, but it wasn't like necessarily a traditional boss fight. It was like just a enemy somewhere, kind of. Speaking of, oh my god, just a normal enemy. This enemy is doing shit tons of damage. And it appears to just be a normal enemy. It does not appear to be an actual boss, so that's a little bit concerning. Oof. Ooh, getting low on flasks. This thing's only half dead. Hmm. I haven't taken much damage recently. That's good. I shouldn't say that, though. I never should say that. It's in a weird fight, and I don't want to be fighting it where it currently is, but, like, the AI. What do you do? What do you do with AI when it's just in the wrong place to fight in an open world game? Ugh. Oh! I should have healed. I don't want to do that fight again. It probably respawns. Like, maybe it doesn't respawn. But I bet if I kill this thing, I have to watch it respawn and be sad anyways. So, like, do I really want to kill it? Die? Yo, die. Ah! 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 No! 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 I'm a nice person. I swear I'm a nice person. Okay. I could also not be the lightest of builds. Probably don't need to be light build currently. I mean, it's all physical damage. I guess I'll just go high physical resist. Am I still medium? I am still medium, but just barely. I think? How heavy do I have to get to lose medium? Still medium. Still medium. What's the cutoff percentage for medium? Uh-oh. Can I get the heal? Yes. Heal for safety. There we go. I got a great axe. It's something. Butterfly in the sky. I can fly twice as high. It's in a book. Something something on Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow. Nice, nice. Nice, nice. So I am completing the chain. I haven't been across this bridge, which maybe that would be useful to explore. But I am basically completing the chain. That's good. Tree Sentinel, Tree Sentinel. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, you gotta be shitting me. You gotta be shitting me. What the fuck? Double Tree Sentinel. Oh. I've seen some memes about Elden Ring where it's just like the DLC is just going to be like 2 of the bosses from the normal game. Oh boy. Let's see how many runes I dropped from beating that gargoyle. Oops. Oops. 3,000. Yeah. Oh god, back up. I'm dead. Alright, what if I don't worry about my runes at all? What if I just don't care about runes? It is like almost just 10% of a level, so it's not really that many runes. The more levels you gain, the less you care about dropping runes, or the more runes you would have to drop to care. What the fuck? I kept trying to summon my wolf, but instead I kept summoning my horse by accident. Not ideal. What the hell? I keep getting weird knockback and hits and stuff. I mean, I do remember him doing like weird little horse charge type moves. Also, it seems like I can pull them separately. So that's cool. We'll be trying to do that again. Also, potentially I should be searching for weapon upgrades instead of focusing on bosses this early. Like, when I get to a new area, I shouldn't be doing bosses like the first thing, unless I'm 100% convinced that I like super out-leveled that area already. Oh, I forgot his stupid phase 2 bullshit stuff that he does sometimes. Also, I died. Yeah, I'm gonna move on. I'm not gonna fight the 2 tree sentinels yet. If I'm fighting 2 of them, I want enough damage to just rip through a solo fight one-on-one. I'm fighting one-on-one in a fight that there's technically 2 bosses, and I'm not just ripping through one by itself. It's not a great sign. Not a great sign. But luckily, there is this entire map full of stuff that we still have to explore. So, that means that we get to explore more stuff. Let's try going up here and then west. How am I doing on crafting upgrades? Oh. Oops. Did I? Yes, I did the right thing. Okay. That's what I was trying to do. It just happened so fast I wasn't sure I did it properly. So, my buddy.
Well, I took you for dead. No matter, it's all lay out your arms then.
I need more.
Back all no matter.
Nice. I'm able to upgrade my shield now. It's now a +8 shield. Still looking for Smithing Stone 3 to finish that off. Maybe I can buy them somewhere. Not from him though, right?
Back already, no matter.
He doesn't really sell anything like that. No. Oh wait, but I can sell other stuff to you. For instance, if I had duplicate weapons. You don't really get that many runes from selling gear in this game. Would I even have any duplicate armor? I guess I do have a few duplicate pieces of armor just because they're random drops from enemies most of the time. Cool. I mean, it wasn't a ton, but it was about 1,500. Anyways, we have our shield upgraded +2 more tiers. We have our sword upgraded +1 more tier. That's huge in my book. Okay, so from Windmill Village, I think it's called Windmill Village, we're going to travel, to the west. And we want to end up here eventually, so I'll put a beacon there. But we can explore before, we don't have to go like straight to the beacon. I haven't really done much exploring in this section of the map yet. I don't know if I had the map revealed the first time I was here. I feel like I was, but I don't 100% remember. Raw meat dumpling. How is it a dumpling and raw meat? Is it just an uncooked dumpling? A raw dumpling with raw meat? I vaguely remember I might have been here. Yeah, there was this whole like pile full of burning corpses and shit. Down here, I don't think I came down here yet. Obviously these enemies are gonna wake up. Da-da-da. Yada yada. Can't check the map because I'm still in combat. Rats. Combat rats. What's that sound? I just heard a sound and I don't like the sound for some reason, but I don't remember what the sound is for. It's not an invasion sound, or else it would have told me you are being invaded. Giant rat ashes. Well, that's cool. I can summon a giant rat. Alright. Never mind. I don't actually want to... Oh, I missed the little sparkly ball bug. Sparkly ball bug, come back. It's interesting. Pumpkinhead. Oh, it's another one of these, It's another one of these wagons. I think this is the third wagon I've found so far. That's cool. When I say third wagon, what I mean is a lot of these wagons are not functional, and you'll just find them like scattered around and broken and stuff. But some wagons are actually being like pulled in a procession. Gravelstone. And there's like two big giants pulling the wagon, and then there's a bunch of other enemies behind the wagon. The giants don't really get hostile until they get to their destination at least and stop walking. The enemies behind the wagon are all super hostile if you get within their aggro radius. Tons of enemies. Why are there tons of enemies up there, though? Why? Blood grease. Yes, please, blood grease. We've come to our destination on the map. A bridge. And hey, look, there's a grace. There's even a grace. Mount Gelmir. Mount Gelmir. Mount Gelmir. I think it's funny how little damage enemies take from other enemies a lot of the time, especially in these like scripted battle areas where it's like these enemies will always be fighting each other because it's like a scripted encounter, scripted event for them to run into each other and aggro each other and stuff. Like I take tons of damage from these enemies and I deal tons of damage to these enemies, and they deal damage to me obviously, but when they're dealing damage to each other, it's like 10% of the damage, or less, like 5% maybe, of the damage that you would expect them to take or deal. Oh shit. Oh, son of a bitch. Again, 35 vigor is the correct amount of vigor. That's another time in this stream when if I didn't have exactly 35 vigor, I would have been dead. And of course, I did get invaded. That's when my horse disappeared, but it didn't show me that I had an invader, did it? I mean, I don't think it did. I was way too busy running away from dogs, but I didn't see no damn invasion message. It's fine. There's always a VOD if I care about the hard evidence, which, you know, I might see what happened there, maybe. Sweet. I love how rigid this rope ladder is. It's a ladder made out of rope, just suspended in the air. Of course, it's completely rigid. Ooh. Oh. I suspect the map fragment may be far below us. Far, far below us. Mad Pumpkinhead waking up. I'm gonna go this way. Are you a stake of America? Am I about to die? Oh. Hello. Oh my god, what the fuck? Glad I blocked it, but what the fuck? You can just die, you know. It's totally allowed. Thank you. Soporific Grease. Ooh. Scavenger's Curved Sword. Scavenger's Curved Sword. Why does that sound exciting? I like curved swords. What can I say? It's DD scaling for now. It might get better. Another slashy weapon. Probably decent for my build. Probably not the worst for a dex strength hybrid build. All the crows flying. Okay, up another ladder we go, apparently. Another rock hard rope ladder. Oh, there's more ladders in our future. I guess we have to choose now. Do we want the left ladder? Or do we want the right ladder? What does this say? Be wary of right. What does this say? First off, merchant. Oh my god, fuck, just die. Please, just fucking die. Yay, we got a flask back. Nice. I don't think I've found any use yet for either sacramental bud or volcanic stone, but I don't always check my crafting recipes super frequently. Nice. Now that I have Golden Roa, I can definitely be using some of this stuff. I don't exactly know what immunity, robustness, focus do. But also fire damage negation is going to be useful. Immunity, it's probably for poison. Are those just different recipes that make something that does similar stuff? I can't tell. Basically, the only consumables that I've made so far are fire pots and fire grease, and berries, I guess, for my mount. I haven't really actually made that much else. Soap. Removes filth and accumulations on the body. Okay, let's try it. Let's use some soap. Okay. That was great. I feel so clean. Maybe it's because, like, you know, you get like blood on you, and if you want to like clean all the blood off, you just use some soap and it cleans your character up. You can also just go to a Grace. I always want to say Bonfire because of Dark Souls and whatnot, but you can always go to a Grace and you will also get clean from touching a Grace, or resting at Grace, I suppose. It's pretty funny though, if that's all it does is it makes you clean. Hey, merchant.
Customer. Yes, right this way. Right this way. Welcome, valued customer. Please, I'm hungry.
Stone sword key is good. Cookbook is probably good. I need more arrows. Great arrows. Got some armor sets. Okay, so we'll start with the cookbook. And then since I don't have enough money for the stone sword key, I will go... like that. I saw an item down there, and so of course I'm tempted to go down there just because I saw an item, but it was not a blue glowing item, it was a white glowing item, which means that I am less tempted. The blue items tend to be of more value or more significance. Alright, what is my reward for climbing up multiple extremely long ladders? There must be something. What is the point? What is the point of it all? Okay, so there was definitely a bridge behind me, and I ran in the opposite direction. I don't know why I made that choice. Either way would have been, you know, okay. Well, maybe we are seeing that there's nothing left to choose up there. Volcano Cave! Hey, Volcano Cave. Nice. Alright. Even though I do have a teleport point and could just keep wandering from that point, I'm going to go back and try and grab the map fragment, and I'm probably going to get invaded. And I'm probably going to get jumped by dogs. And it's probably going to be somewhere between challenging and frustrating. But I do think that to get the map fragment would be worth the challenge and or frustration. We'll see how it works out. I don't see any sort of invasion announcement yet. I have lost my horse, which is a sure sign. Ah, there is the invasion sign. Also, these fucking dogs. Thank you for playing, Anastasia. I will take your knife. Let me find a grace. There's almost always a grace when I'm getting invaded, so if there's no grace near this invasion, then I'm a little bit confused. Because so far, every single time that I've been invaded, it's been like right next to a grace. Alright, that's weird. And also like corpse stench shack. Usually these shacks also have some sort of grace nearby. But not this one. This one smells like corpses. Alright, well, what do? Right? I guess I go back and I get my runes. Also, I now feel a little bit silly because I came back and I thought that this was a map fragment, but this was not a map fragment. This was just where I lost my runes. Yeah, it was almost 9,000 runes. Yeah, it's decent. Nope, nope, this looks bad. This looks bad. How do I... Okay. Well, it's a good thing that I've already gotten the grace that's up ahead on the next level of the mountain or whatever. Higher on up the hill. And just to check. Yes, that is certain death down there. Activate the summoning pool. And we're probably gonna head on out as opposed to go all the way through this cave right now. My main goal is to get the map fragment. Map fragment is always my first goal when I'm like exploring a new area, basically. Poison grease. I'll take it. Give me all your grease. Give me all your grease. Oh, there was a thing on the ground that I maybe should have picked up. These yellow embers. I don't know. Yellow embers are kind of good. They're not really common, but I still haven't found a use for those either. So many things that I just don't know what they're for, even though they appear to be quite rare. The crafting system sure is interesting. I don't know how I feel about it 100%. Okay, so I'm trying to get to here. this way. Wait, what? Nascent butterfly. It's funny that isn't there both a ladder and a jumpy thing? Didn't I see a ladder? I did see a ladder. Let's take the ladder first. I mean, obviously the jumpy thing goes somewhere. But I'm curious about the ladder. I get to the Erd tree and it's just a bunch of ladders. The real end boss is climbing ladders. Full-grown falling star beast. Oh, you don't take very much damage from me. No, you sure don't. All of our wolf pack got destroyed. Not destroyed, but... Yikes. Yikes. Oof. Ah, there go all my wolves. Don't know if I'm actually equipped to fight this boss. Luckily, because this is an open world boss. Oh shit. I can do that. How do these guys know I was here? I guess they must have seen me. They must have seen me coming down the rock slope thing. Alright. You look like the other one that was supposed to be my friend. This is why I have trust issues. He was supposed to be my friend. What was that? What is happening? Oh. Is it on a fixed path? Probably. It's probably on a fixed path. If it is on a fixed path, I should go back to that place where it did the little, like, circle loop. There we go. Did I get the map fragment? No. I'm heading towards the map fragment. Ah! Oh, hands. We're back in hand territory. I did not expect that. Ah! Let's read Yade. Yade is daydreaming. This was a good resting point for me today. I beat an invader. We discovered a bunch of different map areas. I mean, I didn't have any of the Plateau. And I think I got 2 different map fragments for Plateau, plus I got Mount Kelnis. Is that what it's called? I think it's called Mount Kelnis. So yeah, all of these from Great Lift Dectus up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different points of grace, 3 different map sections. 1 invader killed. I can't remember if I fought any bosses in one. I fought a bunch of bosses and lost. I fought some like unnamed, like that gargoyle fight. The gargoyle fight, I had to do it 3 times, but I won eventually. So yeah, I think it was a good stream. More exploration based than boss fight based, but we got a bunch of weapon progress too. I think we got like 3 tier upgrades on the Uchigatana, and at least 2 tier upgrades on the shield. So yeah, tons of progress today. Very happy about that. Thanks for hanging out, All-Star. Hope you have a fantastic day. I almost rated All-Star. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching the VOD, people, on YouTube. Have a good one. Wait, did the raid thing happen? How do raids work? Oh, the raid is already in progress. Because I'm looking at my stream manager, it doesn't show the raid in progress. If I go to my channel, I click on home. Tap to raid. Have a good one. Goodbye. Tap to raid. Have a good one. I guess we're going to let it time out because tap to raid isn't working right now. I guess we're going to let